What's up, everybody? This your boy King Hussle, and yes, this is the new YouTube channel again. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, and methods, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to probably win something for free. So make sure you subscribe to all the YouTube channels, not just this one, the King Hussle topic channel. That's where I'll be dropping all my mixtapes at. This one, King Hussle X1M. That's where I'll be dropping all my music and music videos. And the Hussle family. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the all notification bell to all the YouTube channels, and send me the screenshot so you can enter the route to win something for free. Also, make sure y'all follow me on IG at the King Hussle X1M and the Call It What You Want a podcast IG. Listen, once we get my IG page to 40,000 plus followers, the King Hussle X1M, I will be giving away $5,000 to the first place winner. I will be giving away $2,500. I will be giving away $1,000. I will be giving away $500, $250. I will be giving away 3 unlimited gems, free lessons, and I will be giving away t-shirts and hoodies. And you never know what else I throw in there. So make sure y'all get my IG to 40,000 followers, King Hussle X1M. Also, make sure y'all get the Call It What You Want to Call It podcast, which is in my IG description and in the description of the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all get that, let's say, 500 and better followers. Once we do that, I will be doing unlimited FaceTime one-on-one gems for $1,000 for a short period of time. So let's run new followers up on both the IG pages, King Hussle X1M and the Call It What You Want a podcast IG. And I'm going to be giving away some free gems. I'm going to give away some deals. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for a lot of people. So make sure y'all tapped in, send me them screenshots, and let's get it rocking. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only. I'm not telling anybody to go do anything. So today we're going to be talking about 1, title washing, and 2, how to obtain a title if you don't have the title and you're trying to buy a car. So if you're trying to buy a car from somebody and they ain't got the title, or they're trying to give you a car and they don't have the title, how could you get the title in your name and obtain the car? So today, that's what we're going to be talking about, dropping new gems. Like I said, make sure y'all follow me on all my IG channels, King Hussle X1M, Call It What You Want a podcast, Hustle Nation Empire. Oh yeah, and I am looking for artists. I am looking for cameramen. I'm looking for producers. I'm looking for everything that got to do with the production, actors, actresses. So make sure y'all tapping in because we got them chains on the way. And I know everybody want their chains. So got 5 chains. So I got 3 people already in mind. So tap in. You might be the other 2. Or you might take somebody else's spot. So make sure y'all tapping in with me. You might get a chain. So boom. Let's get it. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is title washing. A lot of people have been asking me like, have you heard of title washing? What's title washing? Like, how does that work? What's this? What's that? So boom. Today I'm going to explain title washing, what to look out for, and how to like avoid the scam title wash. So basically, title washing is when you have a car that has significant amount of damage or is classified as no more goods, like damaged goods. So basically, they take these cars and they get them fixed up and they take them state to state to try to get them a clean title. So basically, if they take this car they just fixed this car, flood damage or something, they fix it, and they take it, and now that the title is being, because first, before we get anything started, it's salvage titles, rebuild titles, and it's clean titles. Clean titles are the title when there's nothing, no type of damage been done to the car, the airbags didn't deploy or none of that, so it's clean title, boom. Salvage title is when basically when the airbags deployed, the car is classified as total. So now you have a salvage title. Once the damages are fixed, now you have a rebuild title. Cool. But a lot of people shy away from rebuild titles because they kind of know the history of the car. There was a problem with the car and you fixed it. And we all know once there's a problem, there's always going to be a problem. And everybody wants the newest car, the newest product as possible. So a lot of people shy away from rebuild titles and things like that. So what a lot of people do is title wash, which means they go to this state, that state, this state, and that state until they can get a state to register this car without it being classified as rebuilt, and that's title washing. So once they do that, now they take that car from that state and they bring it down to the state that they're at, and they transfer the title. So now the car is basically being classified as a brand new car, and you can sell it to this person, that person, and that person, and they'll never know. So boom, how do you bypass that scam and not get that scam? So basically, start getting Carfax about a car. Check the titles. Check the VIN numbers. Run the VIN number, and you pay for it, and you'll get the history of the car. Because a lot of people out here nowadays, they're changing clusters in the car, which means they're making the car seem newer than what it is. So if you have a digital cluster, which is the in-dash, the dash, where it's the gauge, so there's mileage and all that. A lot of people out here are literally getting let's say they'll go buy a car for $10,000. It's a pretty decent car, and you can go to a junkyard. You can even order them offline and go get you a new cluster, because sometimes things mess up, so you can order a new cluster. But whatever the last cluster was off of, the mileage that was reading on that cluster was going to be on the cluster when you put it on the car. So let's say let me give you guys an example. Let's say I got a 2010 Audi S5 Coupe. The mileage on it reads 110 miles, 1,000 miles. Okay, I'm gonna go on Google or whatever, and I'm gonna find me a new cluster. Let me give you guys an example. So let me give you guys some examples about what I mean about changing the cluster and making the car seem newer than what it is. So like I said, Audi 2010 S5 cluster, right? That's a cluster. These are clusters. Those are the mileage and all that. Those are clusters. So you guys see how you can buy different clusters and things like that, right? So let's go click on this one. How much does this cluster read on the mileage? This is the cluster. This cluster reads 103 miles on it, 1,000 miles on it. Boom. Okay, so that one says it's 103 on it. All right, cool. Boom. So let's go to a different one. And y'all did see that, right? 103. Let's see how much this one has on it. Let's see. Look, has roughly 79, so 80,000 miles on this cluster. Now you guys are you seeing how that you can easily buy a new cluster and it can trick you like that? These are things you need to look out for. Let's see how much this one has on it. $101K, 21K. Listen, these are what. Watch out for these scams. These are the scams you guys need to look out for. Cause people are charging way too high for certain cars, and they don't even have the right mileage on them. Like, look at this right here. Let's see how many miles on here. 78K miles. And they put it like that for a reason, for you to be excited to want to buy this cluster. Look out for the clusters. So boom, I just showed you the Audi A5s or the S5s cluster dashes. And that's not just an example, but you guys need to pay attention to those type of things, because those are how they're. Let's say I get a car for 10,000, I switch the cluster. Now I can sell it for 25,000 just off the cluster change. And they're tricking people like that. So that's one thing you guys need to be aware of with the title washing, the clusters, and just simple things like that people are out here scamming with cars. That's one of the scams, so you guys need to pay attention to that and be aware of it. How do you make sure you don't get caught up in that scam? Carfax. Always check the Carfax, because once you check the Carfax, it'll let you know everything. So if the Carfax says this car has been in a major accident or major flood damage, but it's a clean title, something isn't making sense. Something isn't right. So it clearly has to be a rebuilt or a salvage title, and if something's not right. So boom, make sure you guys are paying attention to that. And now we about to go to the next phase. Okay, now we're going to be talking about buying the titles. Everybody, I know a lot of people who also ask me, how can I get a title for a car that somebody gave it to me and they lost the title, or they lost the title while moving, or they just don't have a title, or somebody just said you can have a car that's been out there, they got the keys, they just don't have a title. Whoever doesn't have a title, but they're trying to give you a car. So boom, one way for you to get a title is to have a bill of sale. As long as you have a bill of sale, you can take it down to the DMV. Some DMVs might accept it, some DMVs may not accept it. So the bill of sale, letting them know you actually brought this car sometimes work for you getting a new title in your name, but sometimes that doesn't work. So what do you have to do? Okay, there's something called a bonded title, and basically that will allow you it'll put a bond on the title and allow you to get the title in your name. So long as you can get you a bonded title, they'll put a bond on that title, so it'll say bond and you can get the title. And yes, you can sell a bonded title car. Yes, you can still do everything you need to do, but this is the thing: if you ever had a bonded title car, then the price value of that car significantly goes down, because it's already saying there's some issues with this car. There's some type of issues with this car. So, and it might not apply for your state, and it does apply to your state. So today we're going to be talking about bonded titles. Okay, so what is a binding title? A binding title is also known as a certificate of title surety, is a document that proves a person's ownership of a motor vehicle. It can be used in place of a standard vehicle title in order to register a car with the Department of Motor Vehicle, buy insurance for a car, or sell the car. In most states, binding titles can be issued for various types of vehicles like cars, buses, trucks, motorcycles, and even some RVs. Boom. Listen, bonded titles is basically the third and last option for you to get some type of ownership of this car that you want. These are the requirements to get the bonded title, and it varies from different states to states, like in California and all different types of states. So people just gotta really understand what a bonded title is and see what the requirements are for their state. So if you got a car, somebody trying to give you a car, don't got a title or nothing like that, you got the bill of sale, you take it to the DMV, and that don't work, bind a title for your state. And those are the requirements right there. Got it up there for you so you can sit there and read it, just in case you need to go through this. Pause it, do what you need to do. Because a lot of people need these type of information. A lot of people need this knowledge. A lot of people need to know these type of things. So boom, that's the bonded title. There you got it, man. I just told y'all about title washing. I just told y'all about bonded titles. How to get a car how to get a title for a car that don't got a title and you need it so bad. You want to sell the car, you just don't know how to get the title. Told y'all about the car scams, the title washing, how they moving state by state, trying to get a clean title, how they changing the clusters, how they doing all these type of car scams, and how for you to be aware, how you get the Carfax, pay for it, don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of things you guys need to start looking out for, because there's a lot of new scams popping out here, and I don't want anybody to get jammed up with none of these scams, buying a bad car, anything like that. So there you have it. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of new gems like this, so stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of new music, a lot of new music videos, a lot of new credit gems, a lot of new sauce methods, all that for everybody to win in life. Everybody get some money, everybody get their credit better, everybody start their own business, and everybody be their own bosses. So make sure y'all tapping in with me. And like I said in the beginning of the video, make sure y'all go follow me on IG, King Hussle X1M. Let's get that channel, that IG page to 40,000 plus followers, because I will be giving away $5,000 plus more. Also follow me on Hustle Nation Empire IG. Also follow me on Call It What You Want a podcast. Let's get that to 500 plus followers, because I will be doing unlimited gems, FaceTime one-on-ones for $1,000. So you got to be looking out, because you never know when I might be like, unlimited gems, FaceTime one-on-one's $1,000 on that page. So if you're not tuned in on that page, you're not gonna be able to get it for $1,000. If you just tuned in on the King Hussle, you're gonna be paying regular price, because I'm just be throwing them. You never know. You gotta be tuned in. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all following me. Make sure y'all tapping in with me. If you want to meet me in person, you want to get these gems in person, it's gonna be $3,000, $1,500 up front. The other $1,500 when I get there. All real business. When y'all contact me in my inboxes asking to do business, please be serious. Please do not ask me the same questions over and over and over. And please do not have a shitty attitude, because I only want to deal with people who are willing to learn, sit down, listen, and we communicate with each other in the right way. So please be ready to learn. Do not have an attitude, and be ready to invest in yourself when you contact me in my DM, because these are the free gems right here. Once you contact me in my DM, that means you're ready to learn, or you're giving me some props or whatever. So shout out to all my real Hustle Nation Empire fans. Shout out to all my new haters out there, because at the end of the day, y'all watching me. I must be doing something good. I must be telling y'all something good for y'all to keep watching and hating, because at the end of the day, I'm not telling nobody to do nothing negative. Everything I teach is all positive, so how can you hate a brother for wanting to do that? So make sure y'all tap in with me. Make sure y'all follow all my YouTube channels, subscribe, hit the all notification bell, go run them views up, go run them likes up, go run them comments up, and let's get ready to win, because this Hustle Nation Empire finna take off, and I'm taking the right fans with me. I'm out of here, King Hussle. New videos coming soon. Stay tuned. I'm out of here. Peace.